Hello, my incredible friends. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're joining me for the first time, a huge, heartfelt hello to you. I'm Dr. Lily, your trusted companion in all things women's health, and today, we're embarking on a journey together, a deep, empowering dive into your health, your body, and your strength, especially as you navigate life after 30. This isn't just a video, it's a celebration of you, a chance to unlock the power that's been inside you all along. So, grab your favorite drink, maybe a soothing tea or a zesty water with lemon, find a comfy spot, and let's get started. Now, right off the bat, I've got a little favor to ask. As you watch, I'd love for you to drop a comment below with your city or country. Let's see how far this conversation reaches. And while you're at it, rate this video out of 10. Was it a 7? A 9? Maybe a perfect 10? Your feedback means the world to me, and I'll be reading every single comment because I want to connect with you. So, don't be shy, pause right now if you want, leave that comment, and let's make this a two-way chat. Ready? Here we go. I've been a doctor for over 2 decades, specializing in women's health, and I've had the privilege of walking alongside thousands of women just like you, women who are strong, resilient, and downright amazing. But I've also seen how often we're left wondering what's happening to our bodies as we age, especially after we hit that milestone of 30. The changes can feel mysterious, even overwhelming, like your energy dips, your cycles shift, or maybe intimacy isn't quite the same. But here's the truth I've learned from years in the clinic and countless studies: these aren't signs of weakness. They're invitations to listen, to learn, and to take control. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain with science-backed insights and a whole lot of encouragement, because you deserve to feel vibrant, confident, and proud of every part of who you are. So, let's dive into this together. Sound good? Let's kick things off with the big picture. Your 30s are a turning point, ladies. Scientifically, this is when your body starts to shift gears, not in a scary way, but in a fascinating, dynamic way. Hormones like estrogen and progesterone, which have been running the show since your teenage years, begin to fluctuate a bit more. A 2019 study from the Journal of Women's Health found that these changes can start as early as your mid-30s, even before perimenopause officially knocks on the door. And these aren't just random blips. Estrogen influences your menstrual cycle, sure, but it also plays a starring role in your energy levels, your mood swings, your skin's glow, and even the strength of your bones. I remember a patient of mine, Sarah. She was 34, a busy mom and a teacher, and she came to me saying, "Dr. Lily, I feel like my body's betraying me. I'm tired all the time, and my periods are all over the place." I told her what I'm telling you now: your body isn't betraying you, it's adapting. It's like a river carving a new path through the landscape, still powerful, still beautiful, just different. So, here's my first question for you. What's one change you've noticed in your body lately? Maybe your energy's not what it used to be, or your skin's acting up. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your story, and I bet others will relate. One of the most common shifts I hear about is energy, or rather, the lack of it. There's solid science behind this. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that after 30, mitochondrial function, the little powerhouses in your cells that turn food into fuel, starts to slow down a bit. It's not dramatic, but it's enough to make you feel like you're dragging by 3 p.m. But here's the exciting part: you can fire those mitochondria back up. Research points to antioxidants, think blueberries, spinach, dark chocolate, as superheroes that protect your cells. Pair that with movement, maybe a brisk walk or a dance session in your living room, and you're literally recharging your battery. I tried this myself last year, swapped my afternoon coffee for a handful of almonds and a 15-minute stretch, and I felt like a new woman. Your body isn't slowing down because it's failing, it's asking you to step in and take the reins. Isn't that incredible? You're not a passenger in this journey, you're the driver. So, what's one small tweak you could make to boost your energy? Share it below. I might just try it too. Okay, let's get real for a minute and talk about something that's too often whispered about: your sexual health. After 30, you might notice things shifting downstairs, Maybe there's less natural lubrication, or your desire isn't as predictable as it once was, or intimacy feels a little uncomfortable. First things first, you are not alone. A 2021 study in The Lancet found that up to 40% of women in their 30s and 40s report some kind of sexual concern. But here's what I want you to tattoo on your heart: this isn't a defect. It's not something to hide or be ashamed of. It's your body talking to you, giving you a chance to reclaim your confidence and rewrite the story. Let's unpack this with some science. As estrogen levels dip, sometimes even before menopause, vaginal tissues can thin a little, which leads to dryness. I had a patient, Maria, who was 37, and she told me, "Dr. Lily, I feel like I'm letting my partner down." We talked it through, and I recommended something simple: an over-the-counter vaginal moisturizer. The North American Menopause Society backs this up. Studies show these can restore comfort in days. For some women, a low-dose vaginal estrogen cream, prescribed by a doctor, is a game-changer. Maria came back a month later beaming. She said, "I feel like me again." And what about desire? Oh, that's a big one. Life gets busy: work, kids, stress, and suddenly, that spark feels elusive. But a 2022 study in Archives of Sexual Behavior found that desire isn't lost, it's just waiting for you to coax it out. Talking openly with your partner about what you need, maybe more foreplay, maybe a quiet night in, can reignite things. And don't sleep on self-exploration. Yes, I mean it, taking time for yourself, learning what feels good, is scientifically proven to boost libido. Pleasure isn't a bonus, it's your birthright. So, here's a question to spark some chatter: what's one thing you wish you'd learned earlier about your sexual health? For me, it was realizing that intimacy evolves, and that's okay. Pop your answer in the comments. I bet we'll find some shared wisdom. Let's ditch the shame and step into our power together, shall we? Alright, let's shift gears to something that doesn't get nearly enough love: your bones. After 30, your bone density hits its peak. Think of it like the high point of a roller coaster, and then it starts a slow descent unless you step in. The National Osteoporosis Foundation says women can lose up to 20% of their bone mass in the 5 to 7 years after menopause, but the foundation for that future starts now, in your 30s. Why? Estrogen is a bone protector, and as it fluctuates, your bones need a little extra TLC. But don't worry, I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to arm you. You can be a bone-building warrior. A 2023 study in Bone Journal found that women who did 30 minutes of weight-bearing exercise, like walking, jogging, or lifting weights, 3 times a week increased their bone density by 2 to 3%. That's not just a number, that's strength you can feel. I started doing squats with a kettlebell last year, nothing fancy, just 10 minutes a day, and my posture's never been better. Then there's nutrition. Calcium, 1,000 milligrams a day, from foods like yogurt, almonds, or kale, keeps bones solid. Vitamin D, at 600 IU daily according to the Institute of Medicine, helps your body absorb it. I love getting mine from a quick morning walk in the sun. It's like a double win for my mood and my skeleton. Picture this: every step you take, every bite you eat, you're building a fortress for your 60-year-old self. How amazing is that? So, tell me, what's your favorite way to move your body? Are you a walker? A dancer? Maybe you lift weights like a badass? Drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for inspiration, and I bet your ideas will inspire others too. Now, let's talk about something close to my heart: your mental health. After 30, life gets fuller, careers ramp up, families grow, responsibilities pile on, and it can feel like your mind's running a marathon. A 2022 World Health Organization report found that women in their 30s are at higher risk for anxiety and depression, partly due to hormonal shifts and partly because we're juggling so much. But here's what I've learned in 20 years of practice: struggling doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human, and you're stronger than you know. Science backs this up. As estrogen dips, cortisol, your stress hormone, can spike more easily, according to a 2020 study in Psychoneuroendocrinology. That's why you might feel on edge some days. But there's hope in the research too. Mindfulness practices, like deep breathing or a quick journal session, can cut cortisol by up to 25%, per Harvard Medical School studies. I had a patient, Jenna, who was 35 and overwhelmed. She started taking 5 minutes each morning to breathe deeply with her coffee, and she told me, "Dr. Lily, it's like I gave my brain a hug." And sleep? Oh, it's pure magic. The National Sleep Foundation says 7 to 9 hours a night repairs your brain, balances your hormones, and lifts your mood. I've been guilty of skimping on sleep myself, late nights charting patient notes, but when I commit to 8 hours, I wake up ready to conquer the world. So, here's a challenge. What's one tiny thing you'll do today for your peace? A walk? A playlist? A call to a friend? Share it below. I'm cheering you on. Let's fuel up, ladies. After 30, your metabolism slows about 1 to 2% per decade, according to a 2021 study in Science. It's not drastic, but it's enough to make you think twice about that extra cookie. Trust me, I've been there. But food isn't here to trip you up, it's here to lift you up. Protein, 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight daily, says the American College of Sports Medicine, keeps your muscles strong. I aim for a mix, like eggs in the morning or lentils at lunch. Healthy fats, avocados, nuts, olive oil, support hormone production, which is key as estrogen shifts. And fiber? The American Heart Association recommends 25 grams a day to keep your gut humming and your energy steady. I'm obsessed with my salmon bowls, omega-3s for my brain and heart, backed by Circulation Journal research. I'll toss in some quinoa, spinach, and a sprinkle of seeds, and I feel unstoppable. What's your go-to meal that makes you feel like a powerhouse? Maybe it's a smoothie, a hearty soup, or something your grandma taught you? Share it in the comments. I'm always on the hunt for new recipes, and I know our community will love your ideas. So, here's where we land. Your body after 30 isn't winding down, it's waking up. Every shift, every signal, is a chance to step into your power. Science proves you're built for this. Study after study shows your resilience, your adaptability, your brilliance. But it's up to you to see it, to own it, to love it. Your bones, your mind, your sensuality, they're all part of this incredible machine that's carried you this far. I want you to walk away from this video proud of every stretch mark, every laugh line, every beat of your heart. You're not just getting by, you're thriving. So, rate this video out of 10 in the comments, tell me your city or country, let's build a global sisterhood, and share one thing you're taking away today. I'll be reading every word, because you're not just viewers, you're my people. Hit subscribe if you're ready for more, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep shining, you've got this.